24. Dipty's here as well, doing the papers, of course. I suspect you're talking about one thing and only one thing this morning, Dipty. What are the papers saying and the websites as well on the reaction to the second debate for us?
Well, we've been looking at the home pages, which haven't really moved a lot since the end of the debate. Obviously, pretty much every homepage is talking about Trump. Let's start with the New York Times, which calls it a bitter Trump-Clinton debate, bitter until the very last moment. Now, Politico goes a step further, calling it the ugliest debate ever. And The Atlantic takes it even further, saying it's Donald Trump's implosion. The website says that Trump knows he won't be president, so he was in full, I quote, party nuking mode, a scowling, pouting menace. Now, on the St. Louis local paper, the Post-Dispatch, they call it testy and tense. The debate actually taking the low road with insults and slurs. And in an editorial, the paper says the debate veered dangerously close to, I quote, turning into a primetime version of the Jerry Springer Show. But the paper does maintain that if people were hoping to hear a mea culpa from Donald Trump, they were sorely disappointed.
We're starting to get some of those early rumbles about polls at this stage. It's a bit early to really digest them properly, though, isn't it?
That's right. It's still too early. These kind of polls come out a couple of days later, but CNN has released, I guess, an early poll, which says that 57% of debate watchers, I guess, who tend to be leaning towards the left, said that Clinton won the debate. That's opposed to 34% for Trump, but it is still lower for Clinton than it was in the first debate. Now, the Washington Post says this debate will be one for the record books, but not in the good way. I quote, Sunday's debate was wrapped inside a sordid series of events that's left Trump isolated, defiant, and wounded. But this is where it gets interesting, because even a lot of the left-leaning press believed that Trump did well in one thing, and that was deflecting attention away from that scandal, from that 2005 tape scandal. The Daily Beast, for instance, critiqued Hillary Clinton for missing out on big opportunities to really hit Trump hard on issues like his taxes, his lack of knowledge, really, about foreign policy and so forth. The Daily Beast says Hillary Clinton probably won because she looks presidential, but not so much because she actually really won that debate.
What about Republicans, though? What have they had to say about it?
Well, after the first debate, we remember that Trump was complaining about his mic that wasn't working. Well, now he's complaining that the two moderators, Anderson Cooper and Martha Raddax, were actually siding with Hillary Clinton. This is according to Fox News, which reports that the two moderators actually favored Clinton and helped her avoid having to answer tough questions. For instance, on the issue of Clinton's deleted emails, when Trump tried to press her on this, the moderators cut him off. At one point, Trump even said sarcastically, nice, 1 on 3, which incidentally has kind of become a meme shared by the right-wing media here. Hillary, Anderson, and I are doing all we can to help you, but he's beating all three of us put together.
And finally from Dipty, we may not know who the winner of the debate is as yet, but for the viewers, there was certainly one victor from Sunday's animosity. Who on earth is this, Dipty? Tell us.
Well, actually, there were two victors. Since we last talked, there were two victors.
There are two, okay.
The first one is Kenneth Bone, who's getting a lot of Twitter love because, well, for one thing, he looks pretty cool. He had this really snazzy red sweater, some nice pair of glasses there.
Yeah.
He really took, the social media was really taken by him because he had the intelligence and the courage to ask a very pertinent question on energy. He actually directed the debate towards political issues.
Wow, amazing.
Surprise, surprise. His question was, what steps will your energy policy take to meet our energy needs and remain environmentally friendly at the same time? As a result, his own Facebook fan page was created right after the debate. Now, the second person, his name is Carl Becker, and you might remember that he asked the very last question of the debate, which was, regardless of the current rhetoric, would either of you name one positive thing you respect in one another, which actually prompted a lot of laughs. One Twitter user said it was nice to end the debate on that kind of question, while this Twitter user says Carl Becker came through at the last second with every second grade teacher's cure for kids arguing on the playground, which really sums up the way these debates have been taking place.
Perhaps he's a teacher. Perhaps he knows and looked at them, both of them, and saw his own children in their bickering.
Children behave better, I think.
Yeah, that's probably true. Thank you very much, Dipty.